folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to Oblivion Remastered, where today we're picking back up where we left off. What were we doing? We had just finished killing some vampires. I think we had just acquired an object that we need to take back to Martin so that we can open up a portal to wherever the cult leader, whose name, it's like Cameroon, right? Is that it? I believe that's his name. We saw him, he's bearded. That's what I remember about him. He's teleported away, taking with him, I think maybe the Amulet of Kings possibly is what we're going to try to retrieve from him. And now our responsibility is to go get it back from him. And, of course, I would be remiss if I did not do a quick, is that the correct term? If I didn't do a quick sound test. Teleported away. Yep, that's me. That's me saying teleported away. Hopefully the game audio is good. Hopefully everything's running fine. Hopefully there's no sort of horrible lag or latency. We are going to head back up this mountain, though, to where we found those vampires, because we also found a gate to Oblivion in the nearby area. So it's right over here by the gutted mine. I think it was right up and behind the gutted mine. I think it's interesting that it's not showing up on the map. Maybe we didn't get close enough to it. We definitely heard it. I guess we didn't actually walk up and get up and personal with it, but there's dinosaurs up here. That's how you know you're getting close. Get away from my horse, you goblin thing! Get him, horse! Get him! Why go after the horse? I don't get it. What has the horse done to you? You clan fear runt? Give me your arrows. Those are actually mine. Where was it? Hold on, wait. There was a portal up here, right? There was a gate. Do they sometimes close themselves or something? Is it the situation that you kind of have to, like, take them down as you find them? Oh, my apparel is broken. I forgot about that. And we don't have the ability to repair it either. So we're basically running without any sort of defense, which is probably why we had such a rough go of things with the vampires. Or maybe it broke during the vampire fight. I can't remember. What I do know is that my marksman skill has increased to 55, and we've got some fire salt, which ought to be useful. Well, I guess there's not a gateway to Oblivion anymore around here. We didn't already close it, did we? No, we closed one yesterday, but it wasn't that one. I mean, we see the creatures that should be coming out of an Oblivion portal. It was the gutted mine, right? Isn't this where we found the vampires? And then we battled them out here in the snow. Yeah. And there's that. Is that the altar we were at earlier? I believe so. Pretty sure. Actually, that doesn't look like the altar we were at mere moments ago. I don't know what this is. Hold on, what is this? We didn't see this by the light of the day. What am I approaching here? Is this the backside of the altar? It's just an alien well. You've drawn power from the well. I don't know why. I don't know what that accomplishes. Well, speaking of wells, I'm confused. I'm desperately confused. I thought for sure we were just going to come over here and do a quick portal. Is this even the right... Yeah, look, there's the dead vampires! All clustered together for some reason. That's not how we left them. With their arms all around one another pointing out at something? We're leaving. I don't care for this. We've got a disappearing Oblivion gate. We got vampires... The dead vampires have formed together like they're holding one another to keep warm, even though they should be dead. My horse is missing. I don't know what happened to my horse now. We might just fast travel out of here. It's not worth being here. It's not worth taking the risk. I'm pretty sure the portal was like on top of this hill. I don't know where it's gone or why it closed. It was a gate to Oblivion. I'm not crazy. If you were there during yesterday's stream, Imperfect Pork Chop, wonderful username, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go. We're going to leave right now. I'm going to get on my horse, okay? And we're just going to go back to Martin. And we're going to ask Martin about... Well, no, we're not going to ask Martin. We're not going to bring this up to Martin, okay? Look, that marker's still on the map, even though we cleared that one out. This one just vanished entirely. I don't care. I'm not pressed on it. Let's go back to Cloud Ruler Temple, and we'll just carry on with our lives. Classic Oblivion rearranging dead bodies. It's not just that they're rearranged. It's that they were all grouped together and then having an arm under one another. Very disturbing. I don't care for that much at all. Ride onward, dear horse. Ride on, painted, what do you name it? Marbles Painted Horse. We really need to give you a name of your own. I think we decided on one in the last stream, but it was kind of a bit of a joke. and I don't remember what it was. I think it was paint. I think we just landed on paint is what we're going to call it. Maybe something along those lines. That's true. Yeah, if every if every pork chop was perfect, we wouldn't have any hot dogs.
Hail.
Absolutely true. We're going to pretend that that's what hot dogs are made out of. Hello, Martin.
The next section of the Mysterium Xerxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress.
Well, we have a Daedric artifact, if that's what you're asking.
I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion.
All we had to do was defeat vampires, and they left a note saying they were grateful.
Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years.
We don't know how to use it, so yeah, take Azira's star, send it. What's the worst that can happen? We find out it's like a super powerful magical artifact, and we regret giving it to him? What else can I do to help?
You should talk to Joffrey. He needs your help. Trouble down in Bruma, I think.
I mean, I already dealt with trouble in Bruma, but okay.
Farewell, my friend.
Do we reckon it's spies?
What is it, my friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I hit the wrong button, my guy. I didn't mean to talk to you
Farewell,
again.
my friend.
We gotta, like, look off to one side. Remember, we tried to get up once and...
What do you need, friend?
What do you do nowadays, since we, like, managed to keep you alive and now you're here?
I never had time to properly thank you for your help back in the Imperial City. I wouldn't have made it back here if it weren't for you.
That's true.
Now that we have a free moment, I thought you might be able to use some tricks I've picked up fighting with the blades over the years. Nobody who hasn't trained with the blades will know these moves, so you should find them useful.
Am I actually about to learn useful
See,
moves?
When they swing at you sidearm, you twist your wrists like this. Exactly. You're a natural at this. Let me show you another one.
Am I going to walk away with this with like XP or something? Oh yeah, your blade skill is increased. Your block skill increased. That's convenient. All right, I'll see you later, my guy. I was really curious because I know he can die during that interaction you have with the cult when you're trying to like disguise yourself as one of theirs.
I just received word from the Countess of Bruma that an Oblivion gate has opened outside the city. It seems that the Mythic Dawn are putting their plan to attack Bruma into motion.
You're so chill about it, though.
Since you've dealt with these gates before, I'd like you to help the Countess's guard close this gate. Once they've seen how it's done, they should be able to handle any new gates on their own.
All right, you got it.
Captain Bird is waiting for you outside the Bruma City gate. He'll show you the Oblivion gate, although I doubt it will be hard to find.
Alrighty, thank you so much. No reason to continue that conversation. We've got the general idea. So we might have lost an Oblivion Gate to, you know, the crime of logging out of the game and logging back in. We clearly saw that there were Oblivion-esque creatures hanging out on the mountaintop. So maybe the gate's only open during the daylight hours or something like that, and you got to get to it at a certain time. I don't know. I've never played Oblivion before. What I do know is that we have a new gate we can go deal with if Paint here can figure out how to turn around. Onward, Paint! We need to get Paint some armor. Somewhere we have another horse, some old nag or whatever it was called, that we actually got armor on, and it's just gone now. The moment Paint became available, old nag ceased to exist, which is a real tragedy. I suppose it's possible they're back where we left them, which is back where we found Joffrey and where we took Martin that one time, and then we had to beat a hasty escape from there. It's possible it went back to its owner near Cyrodiil, like the capital, the Imperial capital. The whole place is Cyrodiil. I get that. We're in the province of Cyrodiil. But you know what I mean, like the Imperial City. It's also possible it just no longer exists. Should we go through town? Should we just ride around? I feel like the extra time it's going to take to go through loading zones in the city could just easily be negated by riding around. It's not a very big place, Bruma. It's actually rather small when you look at it. Hello? So Bird we've talked to before. Oh yeah, here we go. We sort of helped Bird figure out some things when it came... No, Bird kind of helped us figure out some things when it came to those spies in town. Although, granted, he didn't do much. He told us we could break into someone's house and we wouldn't be bothered about it.
Sense to try this on our own the first time.
It's pretty
We're
straightforward.
ready when you are. Just say the word and we'll follow you into that hell-spawned gate.
Here's the thing. If can we go by ourselves? Because if they go with us, most of them are going to die. Yeah.
All right. Give me a minute to talk to the men. Everyone's a bit jumpy right now.
Understandable. They're going into hell. I'm going to go ahead of you. I'm sure he's going to give them some sort of a rousing speech.
All right, boys, listen up. We've got to close that gate over there. Nobody likes the idea of going into that thing, but it's our job, and we're going to do it.
1, 2,
If we
3,
don't,
4,
Bruma
5,
ends up a
6.
smoking
So there's
pile
6 of them.
rubble.
Let's see how many
What
make it
happened
back.
at Kvatch? And that's not going to happen here. Not while I'm captain of the guard. Boor, Soren, you're with me. The rest of you stay outside and kill anything that comes out of that gate.
All right. So there's only 3 of them going in with me.
That's how we do things in Bruma.
Let's go, men of Bruma! We're not going to press ourselves with them, okay? Listen. There's someone out of the gate already. I wonder what happens if I just keep holding down that button. When we come out the portal on the other side, am I still going to have that? No. It's just going to draw a new one. Okay, well, I want to be stealthy, which is going to be hard with these guys following me around. But if I can one-shot everything before we actually get close to them, that would be swell. Maybe they'll stay there. That would actually be ideal. I don't really want to deal with them. I know exactly what we're doing. We've done this twice now. This is lucky number 3. Just got to get in the tower and basically go up. And because we're stealth archering this, it'll be super easy for us. Barely an inconvenience. I doubt if he's got anything useful on him. We have over 100 arrows. I'm not really bothered. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I guess they're coming with me. Well, where's the tower? Where's the gigantic tower? Literally right there. All right.
Look out.
No, I see him. I see him, buddy. Don't get in the way of my arrows. I will accidentally shoot you. There we go. I'm going to stay stealthy. Even though I know we could move faster if I just started sprinting. If I can get the surprise, if I can get the jump on him. It's worth it to only have to, like, shoot the one time, you know? Also, it increases my sneak right now. Up to 54. Although we could also just go do that by going back to prison. We did that little experiment once before already. Where you just go into the prison and repeatedly try to pickpocket that one guy.
Look out.
Was that sneak or was that thievery? Or was that a little bit of both? Get out, fellas. I don't know if any of y'all have hit it yet. That's embarrassing. Is this how you do it in Bruma? I suppose it is. Whoa! Well, I'm on fire now. I'm not going to worry about it. Worse things have happened to us in this adventure. I think if we just keep moving. Come on, guys. Oh, y'all did it! Good job, boys! The Bruma boys are crushing it. They've literally helped, like, finish off one. They got 1 assist so far. Good on them. Now, last time we entered one of these gates to Oblivion, we ended up finding an underground, like, tunnel sort of a situation. And what we've learned about those is that they're absolutely not worth going in. There's nothing of worth or value there. And we're not going to do it again.
Damn you!
Hearing them just aggressively shout is great. Can I give them commands? It looks like I can talk to them.
This is no place I ever wanted to find myself. I don't see how we can... No, we can do this. We have to do
That's
this.
it, man.
We have no choice.
Yeah, that's it.
Glad you're here. We wouldn't have a chance otherwise.
That's true.
What's our next move?
Can you go back to the portal, follow me, or wait here? Okay. We'll let him follow me all the way to the tower.
We'll follow your lead.
Yeah, pretty much empty caves, full of enemies, no loot.
Here comes another
Yeah, I know.
one.
I see him. I see him. There was, to be fair, we got like a couple of pieces of gold out of it. Yeah, I don't know if those are like procedurally generated around here or what. I just kept expecting it to lead us somewhere, and it simply didn't. I'm gonna let these fellas follow me. Oh, yeah, take all of that if we have the carry capacity for it. Ooh. I mean, we're never going to use that. Let's be honest with ourselves here. We're never going to use it. I'm going to have them wait for me at the base of the tower, because I don't know. I really just, I have this emotional attachment now to these fellas, and I don't want them to die. You know, these brave men of Bruma. So far, we've kept them alive. I just don't have a lot of confidence. Well, I don't know. They're doing okay. They're actually doing a bit of okay. That's kind of heavy is the only problem. Like, I just picked it up, but I don't know if I have the... Yeah, no, I didn't think I had the capacity for it. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to leave the mace behind, even though it's pretty cool. Come along, gentlemen. I guess I'll let them go in with me. Bird's the only one I'm worried about, really. He's got such charisma. He's such a charming fella. I do not think this is the way in. I think we're going the wrong way. Don't follow me, fellas! I don't know where I'm going. I've done this before. You just got to have faith in the process. This looks much more like an entrance to me. This looks like a massive door. These guys are the goats? Well, Perfect Pork Chop, I'm taking your word for it. We're going to take them in with us. They've done a pretty decent job so far. All right.
I've got that one.
Well, let's see how they do on their own here.
Take me down.
Not too well.
Let's get this
Not
over
too well. They're not doing too well. Immediately, they split the party. Which, I mean, clearly they've never played D&D. They'd know better. They did take this guy down, though. Here, the only problem is they're ruining my style, right? Which is to be sneaky.
Look out.
Oh, hi. Okay, well, I guess I cooked it that time. No, don't waste your time on the little runt. Get the caster. That's the way to do it.
Let's get this over with.
Who else is here? Nice work, everyone. Nice work. I think we've just doubled back to the entrance. This way, I suppose. Like we know. We don't know where we're going. It's up. You just want to go up. You know? And whatever direction takes you up. I don't think they scale with your level. Really? Okay. That's interesting. Speaking of levels, we do need to go take a nap so we can level up.
Here comes another
Oh
one.
no, my weapon is broken.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Everybody remain calm. I don't think this is a problem. We do have like a hammer somewhere. We've never actually successfully repaired everything. Because everything we've ever tried to repair... Yay! We did it! Congratulations, everyone. A 4 out of 100, is that correct? Hold on. I assumed it would, like, fully repair it. You're telling me that it only does a little bit? Oh, no. Well, that's not great. I really like this bow. We're gonna have to go get some more repair hammers, I guess. Oh, I see. It just broke the hammer. So we're down to 1 hammer, and we can keep doing this, but the break chance is high. And there goes our hammer. Okay. Cool. Well, now we know. Now we've learned a lesson. Armor is increased to 12. Fantastic work, everyone. I think we're gonna... The Punished. Oh, it's another fleshy sack full of gold. Ugh. We go to the commentary thing. Well, thank you. Oh, heavens, look out, everyone. Don't be so calm! Bird! Do you not see spikes coming out of the walls, my guy? This is not a normal Tuesday. Come along, we're going into the furry... It must have said Fury. No possible way. Well, you know what? We don't know what they get up to in Oblivion. I suppose at the end of the day, we really don't know how they pass their time. Who are we to question such things? Who are we to judge? I don't need magic essence, thank you. Another fleshy sack here full of gold. That seemed to cancel the arrow. That's nice. I feel like we've definitely missed something. This can't just lead back into a circle where we came out at. Except it does seem to. It does seem like that's exactly what it does. Did we miss a door in the wall? No. No, I don't think we did. I think this is just a room that leads to some magica essence and a sack full of goop. Like a gooey, bloody human skin sack. It's just called the Punished, which makes it sound like that's a creature, or what's left of one, just hanging there, and some gold was tossed into them. Deeply unpleasant concept. Well, now we got to go back into this room, and I have to try to remember what direction we came from and what direction we're going.
So good.
Bird, I'm not going to take that away from you. If you genuinely think we're doing good so far, I'm going to let you keep believing that, man. I want you to stay confident in my abilities and believe that we've got this. This is taking us back to the Fury Spike. It's Fury, by the way, my guy. No need to be concerned. I'm pretty sure, though, that this is the direction we came from in here, didn't we? Interesting. Okay, that's not great. And this is the door we came in from, right? This is just going to lead us back out to the plane of Oblivion. Is there another door that we're missing somewhere along the back here? There's got to be something we're missing. Because we have to get up to the top of the tower. Nobody panic, okay? We're going to figure it out.
So far, so good.
You got to stop saying that, okay? I think you're mocking me now. I'm starting to think maybe Bird's got a bit of an attitude. And he's just going to keep saying that. All right, I figured it out. Bird, I figured it out. There's another door literally at the back of this room. Okay? You didn't figure that out. Don't pretend otherwise. Excellent work there. Onward we go, through the door. Everybody be sneaky. Okay, now that I know exactly where I am and what we're doing, here's the idea. We're gonna go up this, is this meant to be wheelchair accessible? Is that why it's not actually stairs? It's like a smooth gradient? Well, we're gonna go up this very thoughtful, smooth gradient here, okay? Up to the top. And there will be monsters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sneaking, and I'm going to try to get the first shot in. And what I want you guys to do is stay on my tail and don't do anything, okay? Unless they swarm me. If I get swarmed, you can jump in. But don't get in front of me, because I might accidentally shoot you, and I have a license to kill. So that's not my problem. Look out for traps as well. There do be traps around here. This is why we go slow. Seabird, look, you want to charge into every situation. You could be impaled on that thing right now, and then what? It could have bludgeoned you and crushed your head. What would you do then with your men? What, do you think they'd keep their cool if that happened? Do you think they'd be ready to keep charging into Oblivion? I need you to remain calm, collected. Okay, watch me kill dinosaurs. It's going to be great. We're going to get to the top of the tower in no time. We're going to shut this thing down, and then hopefully Martin will have figured out how to get to the next plane or whatever it's called. We're going to go to paradise, as it's been alleged. We're going to get back the Amulet of Kings. We're going to set all of this right. And then I don't know what we're going to do. We're probably going to go do, like, the Thieves Guild quest line or something. There's a Mace of Warding in there if you're into that sort of thing, by the way. No pressure, though. No pressure. Okay, so this is a blood river here. They've got a lot of these. If you ever need to rinse some dirt out of your hair, you can do that. But, oh, thank goodness. A whole new silver bow. Do I have the strength? No, I don't have the capacity for that. But you know what I do have? Is we've been carrying around a backup iron bow. No more. We're now going to have a fully repaired silver bow and our main silver bow. We really need to go clear out our inventory as well. They're related to the Heart of Lorcan. Well, that sounds like lore. That sounds like the deep lore. We'll need to do a lore refresher. I'll need to go watch a... Epic Nate, I think, makes those videos where he's like, here's 15 things you didn't know about Skyrim, or Oblivion, or the Elder Scrolls. There's tons of different channels online making content about that, though.
You'll never take me down.
I played through, like, the up until now. Really, I'm over-encumbered from picking up a bone. We simply do not have any room left in our inventory. I played Skyrim is the first, and up until now, kind of the only Elder Scrolls game that I played, except for a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online. And I still feel bad because we live-streamed that back in 2018, I think it was. And I paid a lot of attention to the lore that was happening in Skyrim, but Skyrim does a pretty decent job of setting up like lore from previous games, or presenting lore from previous games, and the deep ancient lore from the ancient past of the Empire and from the Daedric princes and all of that. And I just paid attention to none of it, right? Like, if it wasn't happening actively in front of me, I had no idea what was happening. But there were people in the chat who were very invested. And like, why aren't you paying attention, Reese? They're explaining something very important to you. And I'm like, man, I just want to go figure out where this woman is I allegedly married last night. Oh my gosh, it's a hag! That is one of my favorite quests. It's a great little quest line. I wouldn't mind replaying Skyrim again at some point, though. Playing this, honestly, the remaster at least, plays a lot like Skyrim. Apparently, it is a pretty different experience from the original Oblivion, but they have definitely made it feel a lot like playing Skyrim. It kind of feels like playing a very large expansion to Skyrim, if I'm honest with you. Just because like, if you've ever... I'm sure you probably have played the original Oblivion. You seem to know quite a bit about it in Perfect Pork Chop. I've only ever seen video clips of it, and it looks like such a bright, colorful game. And then this is just not like that. It's been so toned down visually to look like Skyrim, which I kind of feel like is a disappointment. I've seen some people have modded it, though, to look a bit more like the original in terms of the brightness and the contrast and the colors and all that. The saturation, which I wouldn't mind giving a shot. Heart of Lorcan is the Morrowind antagonist power battery. So I have played about an hour of Morrowind. We streamed it out once, and that was a ton of fun. A very old game, but surprisingly not hard to get into, really. Oh, it's a little buggy was an issue, but aside from that, we had a good time with that. Oh, cool, a shield. Well, we can't really use that, so we're not going to take it. Yeah, I also really need to do something with all these hearts we're carrying around, all these Daedric hearts, because they weigh a lot. Where's my mortar and pestle? Where's that at? Have I scrolled past it 6 times? It's actually over here. Okay, what can we mix up? What have we got that we can mix up together? Speed, damage, health. Well, unfortunately, I can't use 2 Daedric Hearts, and if I combine them with anything else, we're not going to get anything useful. So that's not going to work out. I feel like at this point I might as well just drop them all. None of these things are... it can be used together. Except I think you can actually put like a damage health together with a restore health. Or at least in the past we've been able to, if we just wanted to get rid of it. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to throw all of these on the ground. As sad as that is, because we're going to get more in the future anyway. We're going to come back through more portals into Oblivion, and we'll fight more Daedrics, and it's fine. Did I miss something back here? Anytime it makes a circle, or looks like it makes a circle, I just assume I've missed a door. You open the door with the sigil key. It's a good thing we grabbed that off that guy. Good thing he didn't get stuck in a wall or something. Oh, Bird and I have reached the sigil stone chamber. Now to close the gate. Yeah, I know what we're doing. I don't need an update. I've got a pretty decent idea of what's going on. You think we want to go in there. But that's only because we do. But first we want to make sure it's just us in here. There is going to be someone up top. There's always someone up top. Oh, or there's just a dinosaur at the entrance. That too. But no, I'm telling you guys. Listen, there's going to be a big guy up top. Kind of guarding the whole thing. You got to be...
Here comes another one.
He's around here somewhere. I heard him. Don't run ahead of me, boys. This is how you get in trouble. Oh, heavens. There he is. There's a bigger one with armor. I don't know which one's the actual biggest threat. This guy's doing, like, arcane magics. It's probably a bigger threat than a guy in just armor. Like, oh, no, he does arcane magics, too. Are we all alive? Where's the bad guy? Oh, I didn't even know he was here. Are we good? Everybody good? Everybody fine? What have we got here? Okay, a Dremora light bow. Is that better than the one I've got? Probably. Yeah, I mean, should we just go ahead and take it and we'll have a look at it in my inventory? Let's see if it's better than the silver bow. Because if so, we might just drop our secondary silver bow. So this thing has a power rating. I guess this is an attack rating of 7 versus the silver, which is a 9. So that's a no-go from me, Dremora light bow. Sorry. Dwarven arrows, though. Epic boon. Might need to use those at some point if we ever find ourselves in a tough situation. Minor wound. Here's the thing. These all weigh like 0.1 apiece, so it feels like they don't weigh anything. But we've got so many of them. Okay, my inventory's starting to get crowded with them. Eventually that's going to come back to bite us. We really need to start using them. Command humanoid tome. Well, that just sounds like a way to learn some useful information, so we'll take that. Shield of the Divine. That is worth a lot. As is the War Axe. Yeah, you know what? We're taking both of those. I don't care how heavy it makes me. We're gonna head out of here with both of them. And real quick, I'll tell you what's going to make us a little bit lighter before we head out. As we're going to find that Command Humanoid Tome. We're going to learn it. There we go. And now we're done with it. We don't need it anymore. Boom. A pound lighter. Are we still 30 over? Yes, we are. We can slowly meander our way into Bruma, find a place to sleep. And then we can increase our carry capacity. That is an option, by the way. Imperfect Pork Chop, thank you for following. I appreciate it. It does feel like the 2006 Oblivion release. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. I've always, as someone who's only really played Skyrim, when you get into the community, all you hear from people is that Skyrim sucks and Oblivion is better. But Oblivion also sucks and Morrowind is better. And Morrowind also sucks, but Daggerfall is the best one. Except actually Arena is kind of better than Daggerfall. But I don't know why you'd play Arena, because Daggerfall is better. And that's the whole... Just covered myself in liquid. Just splashed my drink all over myself. Hold on, I'll be right back. All is well. All is well. No need to panic. I'm dry. The desk is dry. It's got a lid on it, so it was just like right around the spout a little bit poured out. Back of my throat is killing me. I don't know why, but last night my throat dried out real bad. And it's sore today. It's almost like having... like when you get a strep throat or something, it's not that bad. But I'm pressing through. And I'm hoping if I pretend it's okay, it'll just be okay. Bruma Gate. I closed the gate with Captain Bird. I should ask him if he needs any more help from me. I want to go back to that discussion we were... Oh, hi! Hello there. What happened to the guys who were posted to guard the, entrance here? What were they doing? What was that all about? Why does this guy have a lockpick? A dinosaur doesn't know how to use a lockpick.
Believe me, it was no picnic. But thanks to our friend here, I now know we can close these hell gates. We can defend
6 guys,
Bruma.
we did it.
Hello.
We absolutely did. Hello.
It was an honor to serve with you, ma'am. Now that I've seen how it's done, I think my guardsmen and I can handle any new gates that open near Bruma.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. We are currently over-encumbered and now have to make our way inside of town very slowly, which will be a joy. If we crouch, it's almost like it's intentional that we're walking this slow. Okay, well, hey, good luck with your stream there in Perfect Pork Chop. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I would like to continue the discussion about this one particular... We'll do it another time. This discussion about one particular reviewer. I watched all of their videos about Skyrim all the way through Arena, and I felt trolled by the end. But that is a discussion for another day. For now, I'm going to head into Bruma very slowly. I mean, I guess I'm not walking that much slower than the rest of the guards. And it makes sense that Pippa Thornwhistle here would be walking pretty slow. We just went through a lot, you know. We had to use a lot of our strength and power. What is that little purple thing down there? That little symbol next to the amount of arrows that I've got. Like right beneath me there. I actually have no idea what that is. Is that, you know what, we were told earlier some of our apparel broke. Is it possible for these to break? It's referring to, okay, my boots and my, oh heavens. My boots and my cuirass here are both like damaged. And I can't repair either of them, not just because I don't have hammers, but because they require a higher level because they are magical. Now, it's possible we gained some levels. I wasn't paying attention. We used our hammer earlier. So can I now repair this? No, only an apprentice armor. We've got a ways to go before we can do that. Alright, well, I was going to say, can we do a little bit more repairing? And there goes our hammer. I think every time we do that, we should get XP, though, right? So if I keep my stuff repaired over time, theoretically, we should be able to repair our own magical gear. I'll be back for sure. You're putting out killer content. Let's go! What a nice thing to say. I appreciate that. That's a very, very nice thing to say. A shame about that time that I accidentally drenched myself in fluid, though. But I've got a towel now.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
What is happening? Oh, am I glitched into the wall, pushing myself into my own clothing? That's interesting. I don't suppose you would want anything, would you? Aren't you homeless? Let's find out.
My children will thank you for your help.
Can I barter? There's no bartering, unfortunately. Have a coin.
Thank you, kind lady.
Of course. 1 gold coin removed.
Blessings of Stendar upon
I like to believe that that makes us a more likable person to the locals. Isn't there a guy we can fence things to? Like, nothing we have is stolen, but do you think he'll just buy random stuff from us? I reckon he oughta. There's where I'm trying to head, right up there, so we can spend the night and level up some. I don't know exactly what we're going to... I said we're going to increase our strength. The problem with increasing our strength is, what does it actually help us with? I think swords that we never use. I think Jork the Outcast is another beggar in town. With the exact same voice as the last one. Oh, I'm sure you are, buddy.
Thank you, kind lady.
You're welcome.
Blessings of...
Good day. I'm Tolga.
I can see that!
Herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
It'd be convenient for me when I'm done over here. What's this regarding?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come.
I like the sound of that.
Holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
Okay, alright. Tell me more about 25 gold. That's not a lot.
The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon, and then again from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 each day. If you wish to seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day.
Arcane.
Any other information you've got for me, or is that it? I'm trying to get up here to the end so we can take a nap and level up. And then we'll worry about trying to find, or we can go straight to here and start selling stuff. In fact, that would make more sense. What is that next store, though? This is Nova Roma, which just seems like a general store to me. Nord Winds looks like an armorer. I don't actually know if the armorer would pay us more for armor and things. I'm sure they'd pay us more if we tried to, like, oh, they're closed. But what time is it? Is it sunrise or sunset right now? I'm facing the east. The sun rises in the east. It stands to reason that if we just waited a little bit longer, maybe he'd show up and open his shop. I mean, we could also just go to bed, because that's something we have to do anyway, but we're so slow. What time is it? It's 8? We could just wait an hour. Literally 1 hour. And I bet you the shop would be open, or the game would crash. One of the two would occur. There we go. I respect a man who says I'm not coming in till 9. This is a guy who's got his priorities sorted out. Hello, everyone! Who do I talk to? Who's in charge here? You look dirty. You're probably the one doing the work.
Close that Oblivion gate. Thanks. We were getting worried about that damn thing.
I can imagine. Yeah, having a gate to hell outside the house is probably unfortunate, isn't it? Train?
Pay attention, and you can learn a lot.
Affects your ability to use light armor more effectively. Really? Okay, my current skill is Apprentice. The trainer skill is Apprentice. 250 gold. How does this benefit me? What does this accomplish? Oh, it does work. Okay. I was gonna say, let's just spend all our money on this. Why not get our light armor leveled up? Repair? Can you repair things for me?
I can fix it.
Repair this item for 162 gold. Yes? We can just come to this guy! Or I guess probably anyone in his, anyone with his...
Quality goods for sale.
What do you call it? His field. I would like to sell this Shield of the Divine, please. It reflects damage on self. Which is kind of cool. That is really cool. But we don't use a shield. We're an archer. And that's worth 1,000 gold. So yeah, sell that thing. Thank you very much. And then also, this Dwarven Claymore is, once again, very cool. I'm never going to use it. This Short Sword of Diminishing is very cool. Never going to use it. This War Axe of Jinxing, never going to use it. We got to be practical, right? Like, we can find cool things that we might want to hold on to. But at the end of the day, if they're just taking up space in our inventory and adding weight to what we're carrying around, it's just not worth it.
Thanks for your business.
No, thank you. But I'm not done yet. I'd actually go back to repair. You fix my boots for me for 3 gold. Thank you. All of this I can fix myself. And then also back on bartering. Do you sell repair hammers? You do. I'll buy 20 of them. Thank you for 380 gold. Yes. Thank you so much. So it looks like for now at least we can buy back the things we sold them at some point if we want to. Including, I'm assuming, the Divine Shield, but probably at a premium. The Shield of the Divine? Yeah, a 5x premium. Goodness me, I feel like I'm on an episode of Pawn Stars, right? I'll buy that from you for 50 bucks. I'll sell it for 700. Go back to training. Let's train one more time. This person cannot help you train any higher. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. What do you do around here?
Skjorda, Nordwinds. We've got clothes and armor, and I've got a headache. So keep your voice down, please.
This is not an ASMR channel. What do you barter?
Well, have a look
Do you
around.
have the same things?
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Okay, they've actually got, like, real clothing and things. And pretty much that's it, just real clothing. Well, that's cool if we wanted to, like, do some roleplay and wear some really nice blue suede shoes or something like that. We don't. And also, we want to sell these buckled shoes because we have our boots back now. So, thank you so much.
To serve
I'm
you.
sure it was.
Good day.
Good day to you as well. Let's put our boots back on. This is exciting. We finally got the old boots of the tiger. Fortify sneak, fortify endurance, fortify strength. We got it all back, baby! We're heading back out into the world. We're feeling good. We're feeling confident right now about what's going on. see what we've got going on down here. So we don't need to go to Novoromor anymore. We do want to run next door. Or should we go talk to the Countess and maybe use a bed inside of the castle for free, if the game would permit it? Let's go try that. It's probably right about the right time to go talk to her anyway. What was it, 8 to noon and then 3 to 6 or 3 to 8? Yeah, I might have completely forgotten about the timeline. That's okay. I do appreciate that. That's the thing about this game, that they give you an actual schedule that the NPCs keep to, and you must abide it. You know, that's a good time. Most other games don't bother. You know, most other games, everyone's everywhere all the time. I have left town by mistake. Go back in. We're following the red arrow, which I think is going to take us back up to Martin and Joffrey. Also, if anyone can explain to me why I want to call Joffrey Sigurd, I have no idea where that name is coming from or why it keeps popping into my head. Lifting the Veil, I've met a Norm named Tolgal. That's the one. Nirna, Cavern, Bruma, me with Stippet of Gold, blah, 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 blah. That's the one. Let's head inside and talk to the lady, the Countess, I believe it was, of Bruma, and we'll see what exactly they have in store for us. It's called Lifting the Veil, which makes it sound like we're about to get perhaps a marriage proposal. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
That's why I'm here.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Cavain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing.
Yes?
A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
What if we just completely ignore that and offer to buy a house?
The stone is a fine bit of
Maybe she'll
Akaviri
give us one if we do this
craftsmanship.
favor for her.
Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type.
Is that a concern you
The Madstone
have?
appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Tell me more about
Are
Pale
you familiar
Pass.
with the history of Pale Pass?
No, I just got around here. I was in prison a few days ago, and before that, I don't know if I existed.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in town.
I know this story!
At that time,
I think it was from an
the
Epic Nate
Empire
video.
was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek.
Yeah, that's a
They
mistake.
didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
History lessons are boring. Howdy, Gilliam. Welcome to the chat. So the Alliance ended the conflict?
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone.
Interesting. I see where this is going. You want me to go get it.
If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Yes, indeed I am. Absolutely.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone.
The eyebrows are concerning.
I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Is that all the information you've got for me?
The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a fun thing to do. Can I buy a house?
I don't trust you enough to talk about
Well,
that.
that's fine. Tell me about the diary again.
I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary.
I'm assuming that this is
The
because...
one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your
See,
map.
it's beneficial
The
to
rest
ask
is up to
questions.
My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck.
I'm guessing we got this job because of that one time
the
that we
path
managed to
ahead be
find
free of
a
danger.
secret underground passage beneath someone's house here in Bruma. That was probably a bit embarrassing for the citizens of Bruma and the Countess here to have actual spies working with the cult who managed to, I guess, dig a tunnel, find a tunnel under a house. However they managed to do it, I don't actually know. Somehow they managed to get a house on a tunnel system that led out of town, and then of course that led to a giant gate to Oblivion being opened. A little bit embarrassing for the folks in charge around here, but not so much for us. You know, we got to be the heroes again, and I've misplaced my horse once more. I think it's around north of the town. We're not going to worry too much about it. I really like playing in third person. I don't know why. I think it's just funny to watch our character flail like a madwoman as she sprints up this hill. I played Skyrim almost 100% in first person. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was 100% in first person, maybe pulling out occasionally just to see what we looked like. This is way more fun, though. This is great. It looks like we should be... I mean, I wish I could watch from the front there, but unfortunately, yeah. Because I want to see, are we actually like making physical contact with the ground? Is our nose scraping on the ground as we... It kind of looks like it is as we sprint up this hill here. Okay. I think we might have accidentally changed quest lines while we were speaking to her. No, not accidentally. I did it on purpose. We're going to go back here to Captain Bird thanked me for my help and said that his guardsmen will do their best to close any new Oblivion gates that open near Bruma. I should report my success to Joffrey. Yeah, as we've learned, these gates aren't all that threatening. And those guys, I expected them all to die, but they actually just plunged their way through it without any sort of
Ma'am?
any sort of issue. Not a single one of them died. They all survived. They all came back out. They all have stories for the families now. They came out and said, yes, I went into the Oblivion portal. It was me. We went with that elf lady. We fought the dinosaurs. We defeated the demons. We closed the portal. It was a great time. We got in there. I looked at the elf lady. I said, wow, it's very hellish. But yeah, you know, what a victory. What a victory. Where is my guy? Oh, did he leave the room? Unbelievable. He's on the run. He's trying to get away from us. Joffrey! Stop trying to get away from me!
Have you helped Captain Bird and his men close? Good work. Captain Bird and his guardsmen should be able to handle any additional gates, at least for now. But the Bruma Guard cannot defend the city indefinitely. The Daedra of Oblivion are innumerable. The guardsmen of Bruma are not.
That's true.
We need to gather what allies we can before Bruma is hopelessly besieged. If the Mythic Dawn manages to open a great gate here, the city will need a stronger garrison for there to be any hope of defending it. You should speak to the rulers of the other cities of Cyrodiil, as well as the Elder Council. Ask them to send aid to Bruma before it is too late.
Is it possible for us to actually wait too long and Bruma can be overwhelmed? What else can I do?
Martin made some progress on the Mysterium Xarxes while you were gone. You should speak to him about
I
it.
really do appreciate how the quest is, like the main story is formulated such that it's like, yeah, the main story is happening slowly in the background. It's just a man trying to decipher a book. While you wait, go do some other stuff. Come back here every so often, we'll have an update for you.
Bruma cannot hold off the hordes of Oblivion alone. You should ask
Yeah,
the
yeah. Okay, we got that part. All right, bye-bye.
You should speak to the rulers of Cyrodiil as soon as possible.
I know.
The danger to Bruma is growing by the...
I figured out another item needed for the ritual. To open the portal to Cameron's Paradox.
What was the Daedric artifact not enough for you, sir?
To the first, the blood of a divine. This was a terrible puzzle to me. Unlike the Daedra Lords, the gods have no artifacts, and do not physically manifest themselves in
Why
our
would
world.
they?
How then to obtain the blood of a god? But Joffrey solved it. The blood of Tiber Septim himself, who became one of the divines. This is a secret remembered only by the Blades, passed down from one Grand Master to the next. Joffrey should tell it to you himself.
Then why did he have me come talk to you, my guy?
Be sure to speak to Joffrey about the armor of Tiber Septim.
Yeah.
I'll continue my study of the mysterious...
So, Martin wants you to recover the armor of Tiber Septim. I wish there was another
He's not
way.
still wearing it, is he?
The armor is in the shrine of Tiber Septim, in the catacombs beneath the ruins of Sankator, a holy place once. But Sankator became evil long ago. No one has returned from the shrine of Tiber Septim for many lifetimes.
What evil lurks there?
I do not know. The catacombs of Sankator were sealed by the first Grand Master of the Blades. The four mightiest blades of Tiber Septim's day, Elaine, Valdemar, Relus, and Kaznar, went to Sankator and never returned.
Oh good, they're probably still there then.
This is the key to Sankator's outer door. I fear I am sending you to your death, but we have no other choice. You must succeed.
You're not going to send anyone with me? You're not going to come along and help?
An ancient relic of the first emperor who became the divine Talos, the patron of our order.
I see.
After the Battle of Sankator, Tiber Septim gave his armor to the Blades in honor of our role in his victory. The Blades built a shrine in the catacombs of Sankator, on the spot where Tiber Septim received the blessing of Akatosh. The armor has been there ever since. Before evil came to Sankator, this shrine was a place of pilgrimage for all Blades. But no one has visited the shrine and lived to tell the tale in centuries.
Okay, well thank you for the information.
May Uriel's spirit guide us in these troubled times.
The game wants me to go through here for some reason. But why would I want to do that? Is this also... Hold on. Before we figured out where all the guards sleep, I don't think it was on that side. I think it was over here, the west wing. I just want to find a bed. That's all I want to do. I just want to take a quick nap. Get myself leveled up a little bit.
Good morning, man.
Morning. What's in here? Perfect. This is my room now. I just need to... Oh. Why is it red? Like I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble for sleeping in someone else's bed. Oh, this one's better anyway. Okay, you know what? I don't know why it's red, but I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save in case we get in trouble for sleeping in this person's bed. Also, we're going to have a look around, see if there's anything here we want to take. Because I think we technically can, because we're a blade. We can do what we want to. Look at that red velvet blouse. How would that look on us? We're going to find out real quick. I'm not saying we're going to keep it on us at all. Definitely not saying that. I'm just saying I'm curious to see how we look in a red velvet blouse. I mean, we look a bit like a jester, don't we? I'm going to say no to that. Definitely saying no to that. Can I put it back on here? Why can I not put things in here? You know what I mean? My only options now that I'm holding that blouse are to drop it on the ground, which is a shame because that was someone's clothing. It's just there in the corner, oddly upright. You're using way too much starch when you're doing your laundry if your clothing's sitting like that. I can search. I can take. Oh! Wait, what? Hold on. Pick that thing back up. Pick that thing back up right now. Open? How does that work? Okay, hold on. Has this been an ability I've had this whole time? Oh! No one's told me this. Okay, well, let's put away all of our rings in here, too. Well, maybe not all of them. I was told to hold on to these. I still don't quite know why. The Blade of Woe we need to do a quest, so we're holding on to it. You know what? It's about on par. It is actually on par with the Silver Dagger. As far as I can tell, the only difference is it doesn't weigh anything. So let's get rid of that Silver Dagger. We'll just use the Blade of Woe. Anything else we don't need, but that we don't really want to get rid of? I feel like we want to hold on to the Nirn Root for something. We've got all of these different spells and things that we're not using. All these Lesser Soul Gems. They don't really weigh much. Even when you put them all together, they don't weigh much. What do we have that weighs a ton? All of these take up like half a pound, and they're all just little potions. potions of Night Eye, potions of Restore Fatigue on Self. We might need them if we get into a tough spot. A weak poison, though? Am I ever going to want to poison myself? I don't know. That's why I'm holding on to them. Ugh. We'll hold on to them a little bit longer, I guess. Go to sleep. What? You cannot sleep in an owned bed. I mean, I'm leaving my stuff in that drawer. We're just going to hope it's still here when we come back in the future. Fine. Is there no place... Can I rest my head here? Of all places, I can rest my head here. Let's wait 20 hours. 18 hours. Bright early start to the day. So this is Morndas. So tomorrow's going to be Tuesdas. I have no idea. I don't know how the days of the week work around here. I'm interested to find out, though. Oh, yeah, Turdos. I wasn't far off, necessarily. 5:30. Late evening. You have ascended to level 7. You resolve to continue pushing yourself. Prepare. There's more to you than you thought. Make me luckier, please. What does increasing my personality do? Affects how much people like you, leading to better information gathering and better trade deals. We've never put anything into that, and we're going to right now. That's apparently you can only put up to 5 in this. So next up we've got how fast you move, magic and maximum fatigue. Okay, longswords, claymores, maces, war axes, battle axes, warhammers, and your bare hands. And this also defines your maximum health and your carry capacity. So there's more to strength than just carry capacity and swords and things. Maximum health is also included in that. But dagger, short swords, and whatnot goes there. How quickly you regenerate health out of combat. Determines how quickly you regenerate magicka. Greatly increases your maximum fatigue. How fast you move. I like being fast. I feel like bow is our main weapon. We should contribute to bow. Let's go. Good evening, everyone.
Hail.
Hello. Can I also use these chests down here, probably? Yeah, I guess I probably could have. Alright, well, it's the beginning of a new day. Kind of the beginning of a new day. It's still the end of the previous night, I guess. It all depends on how you view time. A lot of people say time is an illusion, but time is a very real thing. The Earth rotates, the day starts, the day ends. To deny the reality of time is foolishness. I don't know what's happening to us right now, but alright. However, the way that we track time is a complete construct of...
I need a moment of your time. It's
why
urgent.
is there so much red on the map right now?
The plane
What's happening? What's going on? Oh, that's the quest! Right, I forgot. Sorry, yeah. Our quest right now is allies for Bruma. Joffrey is worried that the Bruma Guard will not be able to defend Bruma from full-scale attack by the Mythic Dawn and their Daedric allies. He suggests that I try to obtain support from other cities of Cyrodiil. Perhaps I can persuade the Elder Council and the Imperial City to help as well. We could do that. I also need to go to Sanctor Tor to find the Shrine of Tiber Septim, which, and bring his ancient armor back to Martin, which we could do, and that would be cool, and I don't know where that would be. That would be over here. And then also we have an objective to go find Dragonclaw Rock and then locate... Let's see, which one is that? That's Lifting the Veil. Countess Carvane has told me that her scouts have already located the first landmark mentioned in the diary, Dragonclaw Rock. It's been marked on my map, so I should begin my journey there. I want to kind of do that. I kind of want to go see if we can go find this ancient place and get this artifact. And I know it doesn't really have much bearing on the main plot, but I think that's the whole point of these games, isn't it? That you have all of these different adventures you go on, and the main plot kind of waits for you because you're the hero, and that's okay. Do we have a specific title as the hero in this game? Because I know we're Dragonborn in Skyrim, and you're something else in Morrowind. I can't remember what it is. You have a title. I cannot remember what your hero title is in that game. Great game, though. I'm glowing, dude. Leave me alone. Can't you see that I'm not to be messed with right now? I couldn't tell you why I'm glowing. All I know is that I'm fully lit up right now, okay? Which means I don't need to deal with timberwolves like you. Thank you very much. We should try to keep our stuff repaired using our hammer, so that we can hopefully eventually get to a point where we can repair our magical armor as well. Although now we do know we can take it to someone to repair for us, which is nice. But Staying on top of our repairs is probably going to be a good call. And collecting as many hammers as we find them. If we could find a magical enchanted hammer that will never break, that would also be good. I would be down for that as well. Serpent's Trail is up there. Do we need to head up there, or do we need to go to Dragon Rock? Okay, let's go to... We're going to go to Dragon Claw Rock first and get it marked on the map, and then we'll worry about Serpent's Trail up top. Quite honestly, there's not a whole lot going on here, so I'm not sure how they managed to not locate what they were looking for. Also, Dragon's Claw Rock had better look an awful lot like a Dragon's Claw. Because so far it's looking like I don't see any Dragon's Claws around here. Well, the oh, here we go. Lighting the Veil. I've arrived at Dragon Claw Rock. I should consult the messenger's diary to learn the way to the next landmark. Where's the Dragon's Claw Rock? Which one is that? None of them look like a Dragon's Claw. I feel misled. I feel deceived. I feel lied to. Dragon Claw Rock is right in front of me. It's got to be this one right here in the middle. What about this inspires the thought of a Dragon's Claw? Maybe it's scratched somewhere and I'm just not seeing it from this angle? I don't know. I don't know. I feel misled. Let's check out our inventory and we'll read through the diary real quick and see what useful information we can find. Would it be called the, Akaviri Diary Translation, Day 3. It is with a heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I have seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grey Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I am rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Raymond Cyrdel's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit I am nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry these orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. While it is not my own life I am worried about, it is the importance of the contents of the orders that grieves me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will not know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attack on the front lines as their supplies dwindle. They are counting on those supplies to be there sooner. I must not fail getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weighs me down. It is a constant reminder of the more than physical burden that I carry. Day 7. It has been 2 days. I finally arrived at Dragon Claw Rock. That's where we are. The huge formation is a welcome... It's not huge. A welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appeared to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Remus's forces, like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on this trail. I hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me news as to how our men are faring in the war. I assume possibly when we look up, we'll notice that there's a rock that looks more like a dragon claw. Maybe it's not the actual rock on the ground here. Day 8. After winding my way westward, so from here we need to go westward from Dragon Claw, right? It's probably up what we saw earlier. I have come within sight of the Sentinel, a huge statue placed there by some unknown artist many years ago. It stands watch, pointing north, as if daring anyone to cross the border into the Imperial nation. Ramus would be quite angry if he knew we used this very statue as a waypoint into his domain. Last night I encountered another one of our messengers who has been beset by a pack of mountain wolves. His leg was hurt badly, but I managed to help heal it with an ampule of medicine I carried with me. He said his name was Silaj, and he was on his way from Pale Pass to request more supplies. I discovered with him the irony of our meeting. I discussed with him the irony of our meeting, and he decided to travel with me back to the fort, since his mission would be needless. We plan to leave at nightfall. So from where we're going, we need to head west and look for a statue. I am using much of my remaining strength writing this. As we made our way north from the Sentinel, so west from here to the statue in the north, we were attacked by perhaps the same pack of wolves that had attacked... Why did they not kill him? He had chased them off earlier after getting bitten, but now they had tasted blood. They had returned in greater number. Fighting back to back, Silaj and I slew at least 8 of the beasts, but not before one of them clawed my gut and left a terrible wound. We were able to drive them off, but now I am bleeding badly, and the only medicine I had I gave to Silaj. We had decided to continue north until we reached the portal to the Serpent's Trail portal, and seek cover inside. I will try to write more soon, but I must sleep. I am very tired. Day 11. This is the last entry I shall be able to write. We entered the Serpent's Trail nearly a day ago, seeking shelter from the elements of the wolves. Elements and the wolves. The elements of the wolves would just be claws and teeth, I suppose. What we did not foresee was the creatures that had decided to mark the Serpent's Trail their home. I did not see them clearly, but they were huge and strong. Silage died instantly as one of them cleaved off his head with a single stroke. Yetis? There were three of these huge, ugly, man-like creatures. I ran as fast as I dared through the dark tunnels trying to escape, but as I fled, one of them hurled a boulder at me and struck me square in the back. I managed to crawl through a smaller opening and escape the lumbering monsters, but I soon realized that crawling is all I would be able to do. I think the boulder shattered my spine. I can no longer feel my legs. My wound from the wolf attack has reopened, and I have lost much blood. I fear that this is as far as I shall be able to go. I failed my mission. I have been unable to get these orders to the fort at Pale Pass. I'm so close, yet it may as well be leagues away, since I can no longer walk, and my strength is draining. If a fellow messenger or soldier picks up this diary, please get the orders to the fort before it is too late. And please tell my wife, Veta, that Zafari will always love her. Do we want to go deal with Yetis by ourselves? Is it possible to get a companion? I guess we've never tried, so we want to go westward. There's something called the Serpent's Trail up there, which, I don't know, that sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just, it's to the west. I kind of feel like that's the direction we need to be going in. Oh! Oh. You know, I might have mistook those for boulders if I hadn't seen one of them move a second ago. Yeah, okay. This is some kind of a gorilla we got up here that we're dealing with. It's a good thing we read the book. At least we're prepared for them now. Okay. Well. I am less concerned now than I was. I wouldn't mind having a companion, though. I just don't know where to get them from. We've not met one before. Southern Stan, thank you for the follow over on YouTube. It's appreciated. Take that iron arrow. They're trolls, in fact, is what they are. Oh, there's the statue. Yeah. And then right there's the Serpent's Trail. Folks, I think we might have just gone and found it, is what we've done. Do we need to be worried about these things? Also, why did it take him so long to walk from like right down there to right up to this statue here? And how did we miss that statue? I think we got this. I think we can manage. We defeated those two. It's just that I'm a little nervous about having a troll come lumbering out. I found the third landmark, the Serpent's Trail, which seems to be an underground passage. I'll need to traverse this passage if I'm to find the ruins. I'm just a little bit nervous about creatures jumping out at me. Rats, not so much. Them I can deal with. I wonder if someone from the Blades would be interested in going on this journey with me. Alright, well, we'll do the typical thing. We'll just hold right. That's generally how you make your way through a maze, right? Just follow the right-hand trail until it dead ends. It has dead-ended. Why am I glowing? Did I miss something? Did I cast something on myself? Is this a part of my armor and I just never noticed it before? Why am I glowing? Okay, well, that could have been bad. That's a lethally heavy ball. Who set that up? Hold on. We only have 2 lockpicks. Give me these things. Leave the mace. I wonder if we go back to the Blades headquarters, whether or not... Is Barus? Is that his name? The fellow we met back in Cyrodiil. Do you think he'd be interested in going on adventures with us? Ooh. I've discovered the body of the messenger who penned the diary I've been carrying. Even though he died over 1,000 years ago, the bones have been well preserved by the frost in the caves. He seems to be clutching something in his bony hand. I should investigate. Oh, right there! Yeah, no, I see him now. I see him. It looks like he died screaming, which is unfortunate, isn't it? Take his bone mill. Take his orders. Near the body of the messengers, I discovered a slate tablet with what appears to be Akaviri writing on its surface. These must be the orders the messenger spoke about in the diary. I don't suppose we're getting any useful information out of that? Oh boy. Was he there that whole time? Pale Pass Ogre? Wait, hold on. No, those guys outside weren't ogres. They were, well, I forgot what they were. They were trolls. I kind of assumed that's what he was talking about. I don't think I've ever fought an ogre before in one of these games. I don't believe there were ogres in Skyrim. I'm surprised he didn't yell at me, "This is my cave!" You know? "What are you doing in my secret pass?" Darn it. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fine. It was deserved. We'll never know what was in that box, and that's okay. We gotta go buy more pickpockets. We gotta go talk to Shady Stan. What's his name? Shady Sam. Does he not see me? You absolute goofball. Yeah, nope. These things are a little bit bigger than the trolls. They have smaller heads, though. I don't know if that means they're dumber. They do have tiny little heads, though, bless them. Are we sure that they're not just, like, fat goblins, but with goblin-sized heads? Are they not just well-fed goblins, is the question. Are all of these doors locked? I was kind of hoping the imp would have a lockpick. That would make sense. Yeah, no, I have no lockpicks. That's true. I am glowing still somehow, and I don't know why. If anyone has any comments about how the glowing is taking place, it would be appreciated. We're going to take these wisps. We might be able to make a potion out of them. We're doing good. My sneak is increased to 57. How would a wolf even get down here? The door was closed. It must let out somewhere. Do you reckon they keep the wolves as pets? Is that possible? They are kind of human-esque. Most human-esque things keep wolves or dogs as pets. I was watching a special the other day about some, I think it was chimps, who were kidnapping, like, baby dogs and raising them in the forest to do things for them. Well, did I want to go that way? I assume not. Don't look. Thank you. I also see what looks like the flapping of one of these guys. So far, this hasn't been too bad. It also hasn't been too spooky. Because so far, we've been able to see everything from a distance away. I don't want to get jumped. That's the only thing. I don't like spooks in my video games. Nothing spooky, please. Oh, that's fun. Okay, if you get them midair, they go flying backwards. No jumps. No scares. I don't care for it. Not to spoil the... If no one's ever played it, it's a fun game, but the first... what are they even called? I've got to actually look at it on the shelf and find the title. Uncharted. The first Uncharted game has something a little spooky and creepy towards the end, like a reveal. And I was like, ooh, I feel uncomfortable now. Oh, I don't like being in dark spaces anymore. I've emerged from the Serpent's Trail and find myself face to face with the legendary Pale Pass, the path winding down into the snowy valley. If I follow it, it should lead me directly to the ruins. Theoretically. Now, where are we at on the overworld map? Are we still... Yeah, okay. I was wondering if it, like, took us to another realm. What do you think's up here? Do you think there's anything about this place that's interesting? Do you think we'll ever get lore about it? Sorry, like I was saying earlier, my throat is killing me. Like, the back of my throat is very sore. I'm gonna have to go get something warm to drink after this. Some warm milk and honey or something. Ooh, that sounds good. Love me some warm milk and honey. I mean, I've never actually done it warm. I normally do just, like, cold milk, honey, and it's like a liquid sopapilla, basically, right? You get your warm milk, or you get your regular cold milk, your honey, some cinnamon, a little dash of vanilla. You blend it up real good. Fantastic drink. I've never tried it warm. I imagine it'll be fine. Very soothing for the back of the throat. And honey is naturally antimicrobial, which is useful. Just in case I am sick. We're just kind of assuming we're heading in the right direction. We could be off base on that. Oh. I like that these guys have all just decided to situate themselves along this trail, as if this is their responsibility to guard. But what's interesting, though, is that they're all facing away from me. Like, they're waiting on something to approach from the other direction. Like, I'm not the baddest thing around here. And that they're actually more concerned about something else that I'm unaware of and that I haven't seen before. Also, we're following the trail. We don't have to. We can go off trail. I think we're supposed to just sort of head generally north from here. Sometimes you get 3x damage for sneak attacks. Sometimes you only get 1, and I don't know how that works. Also, my skill as a marksman has increased once again, and I can level up once more, which is great. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, good. I can damage him, but he is inside the mountain. I think I have to be very careful about how I aim my shots. Yeah, they'll just bounce off the stony wall. I'm sorry about this, man. At this point, this is a charity, though. You will be stuck there forever. This is a Bethesda game. There you go. I've liberated you. At what costs? Well, it was your life, unfortunately. Oh. I mean, I don't have a key. He didn't have a key. I don't have a lockpick. Do you think we can find a bed at this place? You reckon? Do you reckon if we find a bed up here? Oh, heavens! You scared me! I did not know you were behind me! I saw the red dot and then I panicked. Don't hit me, that's rude. I thought you were gonna, like, knock my head off my shoulders. It doesn't have to go down like this. I've killed a lot of your kind, but that's only because you've been very aggressive towards me up until now. And now I'm over-encumbered, and it's probably from carrying the bodies of your brethren. What am I carrying that weighs a lot? What weighs a ton? Is it the ogre's teeth? We have quite a few ogre's teeth now that I'm looking at it. We need to store these Mythic Dawn commentaries somewhere. We should have stuck them in a shelf back with the blades, because it's like 20 pounds that we're carrying around with us for no reason, as well as the Sacred Witness, whatever that is. Okay. What can I do with the teeth? We've got a lot of ingredients with us right now. Fatigue, health, intelligence, fire damage, speed. Okay, let's say that I take damage health. I take damage health. And I have damage health on self. What am I going to do? Why do I want that? Why do I want damage intelligence? Why do I want to make myself dumber? What is the benefit of making myself dumber? What if I do restore intelligence? And then I damage intelligence. And I mix those together. Along with damage health. No, nothing happens. I'm just going to throw all these ogre teeth on the ground. Because as I see it right now, they're the heaviest thing that I'm carrying. I mean, I guess we only really need to get rid of one of them, right? Oh, your intelligence has been damaged because we ate one. Well, hopefully that's temporary, and we just won't pick any more up. Did it mention that it was temporary? How do we find that out? Do we just go to character stats or something? And then look for intelligence? Minor skills... What would intelligent count as? I guess it's probably not a skill, is it? It's an attribute. Intelligence of 40. I mean, it doesn't show that it's been lowered. Should we make that potion to restore it real quick? Well, I mean, we have some ingredients that we can use to restore it. We've got restore intelligence right here with the clouded funnel cap. But we've only got the one. Unfortunately. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all of these ogre's teeth. I'm throwing them on the ground. We're not going to take that risk again of getting dumber from accidentally eating them. We're just going to charge ahead. I'm assuming that this is like a hard wall here. We're not supposed to go further north than this. And we've actually missed what we were looking for this whole time. Oh, heavens. Yeah, no, he knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. Dude, do you happen to know where this place is we're looking for? This secret establishment? We're going to have to continue searching the bodies to get our arrows back, even if we don't take the teeth. What if this place has some really good loot and we just don't get it? Because we're carrying around all of these extra ogre's teeth. You know what? We could probably go to the map and then zoom in. We've not done that. Looky here. Okay. So from where we're standing... There's something up here. Maybe like a big tree of some kind. There's kind of like a big cluster right there, too. We came from down here, though, right? Yeah. Oh, nope. So we came from down here, and we followed the sort of winding trail. I hope whatever this was, it wasn't it. I have to assume it's going to be further up north. It's going to be, like, up here, or else across here. Let's go around here. That's not just, like, right up there, is it? No, it's further this direction. Isn't it? I'm going to keep my eye on the compass again. Oh! Oh, no, those are mushrooms. I thought that was some kind of constructed thing. Like a tower of stones or something. Okay, so we did come over here. Did we go all the way up here, though? No, we didn't. No, what is this? This looks like it's something. It's certainly not dead ending, which is a good sign. Right? Okay. I take it back. It absolutely is a dead end. And if we have a look at the map once more, I think we'll find that we've now gone all the way up here for nothing. This ain't it, Chief. No secret campsite or anything. No hidden epic loot. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I think we're just going to have to explore the whole valley. I think we're going to have to run from like side to side, corner to corner, and look in every little kind of cubby and hole and side passageway. This looks like the ruins of a wall. This looks like it could have once been something. This is not artificial. Or, no, I'm sorry, it is artificial. It's not natural. Could there have been a camp here at one point? Like, there's something suspicious about that statue. Do you think that maybe the statues, the directions they face, might give us some indication of where we need to go? I suppose that's possible. It's kind of looking out over the valley in that direction. But remember, the Akaviri didn't build these. They probably just found them here. Oh, wait, what is that? That's a structure. Have I gone over here? Oh, that's also a structure. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a tick. Wait, weren't we just standing, like, right down there? How did we not notice all of this? Weren't we, like, right there? Wait, hold on. And there's a guy? There's not... Yeah, there's a fella there. I'm confused. Where is this at that I'm looking at? Okay, maybe we just wandered up from a different direction this time. We just couldn't tell before. We had to get it from the right angle. I might be able to, like, get in here without actually having to deal with this guy. But I'd much rather go ahead and deal with him so I don't have to later. Where'd he go? He's right in front of me. Oh, has he seen me? He has seen me. Yep, he's coming. He's a thickin'. Let's go, big boy. Let's go. Easy does it. I'll leave you with your teeth. I'm feeling kind and charitable today. This is definitely where we want to be, though. Obviously. Oh, there's another one. There's another. And he seems to know that I'm here. I think? I mean, it's a red mark on the map. It's combat music. I think I'm currently in a fight. There he is. Hey, big fella. You probably watched me kill his best friend. We've been best friends since grade school. Why do you come here and kill friend? I don't mean to. He came at me aggressively. I didn't start all this. It's not my fault. Here we are. We've arrived. I'm assuming. Now, once more, did the Akaviri build this? Or did they chance upon it while adventuring? Hard to say. I don't know much about Akaviri architecture. It's possible, I suppose, that they just found these ancient ruins. I mean, it would take a lot of time to build something like this. And if you're just using it as a staging location, it's also very oddly designed. I guess it was designed to create multiple levels that an attacking army would need to kind of like fight their way through to reach the top. I like there's a tree in the middle. That's great. Can't help but notice that there is there's nothing here, you know? That's a problem. Keep in mind we're here to find a thing. And we've yet to find any such thing. It's not buried in the rubble. It's not buried in the snow. Although, to be fair, we do not have a shovel. So I can't go digging around in the snow. We've had the opportunity in the past to pick up shovels. And I neglected to. Thinking that I wouldn't really need them. I think we cracked a joke about burying a body. But we didn't actually pick up the shovel. Okay, well, maybe up was never the right answer. Maybe we got to go down and deeper. Or perhaps over this direction. Hit. Whoa, hello. I don't suppose you've seen any treasure around here, have you? Whip. Let's see you figure that out, big guy. Not a big jumper, are you? Yeah, I never seen the Hayden Christensen film, have you? I have. It was all right. I actually went and saw Star Wars Episode 3 last night with some friends in theaters, which was fantastic. Much better Hayden Christensen film than Jumper. But then again, how many Hayden Christensen films are there, you know, at the end of the day? Something back here? Secret passage? No? We've got to consider the fact that this might not be it. Especially when the game never actually came up and told me this was it. Mouth of the Serpent. So that's where I am right now. Is that implying that there's like a doorway or something I'm missing down here? Is there just like a very clear passageway? Oh. Oh. I figured it out. We're good. We're doing great. There's skeletons. These aren't Akaviri skeletons, though. These are just regular old skeletons. It made a weird snake sound when it died, though. Lifting the veil. The ruins appear to be infested with undead Akaviri. I don't know how long they've been trapped here, but I should proceed with caution. I need to locate the Akaviri commander in the fort who is said to possess the Draconian Madstone. Righto. And while we're here, we've got torches. We've got little wisps. That's cool. Is this an Akaviri, like a... I mean, it just looks like a regular skeleton. You can say it's an... I thought we're an Akaviri... Am I absolutely off base? Hold on. What type of being dwells in Akaviri? Primarily inhabited by beast folk, including several distinct races. The most prominent includes the Sassi, which is serpent men, the snow demons, the monkey folk, and the tiger dragons. Yeah, absolutely none of these creatures look anything like that. This looks like a normal human skeleton. It does not look anything like a serpent man, a snow demon, a monkey folk, or a tiger dragon. What is a tiger dragon? What does that even mean? Goodness me. Hey, Patrick Pajalik, how are you doing? Welcome. Uh-oh. Does he know that I'm here? I guess not. I think the game's worth it, yeah. If you either enjoyed the original Oblivion, which I never played, or if, like me, you played and enjoyed Skyrim, I'm having as much fun with it. It feels a lot like a Skyrim. I said earlier, it feels less like I'm playing a new game, if that makes sense, and more like I'm playing a really well-made Skyrim, like, expansion a little bit, but with some different mechanics. I didn't open that door, it opened for me. And I'll tell you what, just because the skeletons are hissing, that doesn't make them snake men. Okay, they're still just the same skeleton model. I'm taking them to town. I'm taking them to task on this. What is bone meal useful for? Doesn't matter. I can get it other places. They could not be bothered to make different skeletons for the Akaviri, and I'm upset about it. That guy does not realize I'm here even after I already shot him. That's a shame. Okay, we cannot activate that. There's probably a lever somewhere. All right, well, we'll hold the right wall and hope that this takes us where we're going to try to... What we're trying to do right now is we're doing a little bit of a side quest to find an ancient Akaviri artifact on behalf of the Countess of Bruma, which is not strictly related to the main plot, but, you know, it's one of those fun little side things that's led us up into a part of the map to the far, far north that I don't think we would have reached otherwise, because I have no reason to come adventuring up here. And we're getting some fun lore about the failed Akaviri invasion. Or was it failed? Why were the Akaviri invading? Were they actually trying to take over Tamriel? I think not. Seems more likely they were looking for something that they quite possibly found. Or maybe realized couldn't be found. Who can say for sure? But hard to call it a failed invasion if it was never intended to be an invasion to begin with. And the locals just kind of responded to it as such. Russet felt shoes. No, thank you. I don't want Akaviri shoes. I don't have snake feet. I do like that they've gone through the effort of making the skeletons make snake noises. They didn't make Snake Man skeletons, but they all hiss. That's fun. You see what I mean? Which doesn't really make sense because they're skeletons. How are they making noise? That makes no sense at all, really. It's a little bit silly. Now, Patrick, if I'm not mistaken, you are a channel member over on the Howdy Folks MC channel, right? You were last time I updated the list, in which case I've actually neglected to say channel member. Darn it. Welcome to the chat, everyone. Big supporter, Patrick Pajalik. Welcome, welcome. We got a ways to go. I think if I just follow the red mark, I don't really need to treat this like much of a sort of puzzle. All I have to do is just follow the red mark and go through those doors, and whatever else might be down here, we could pretty simply ignore, if we wanted to ignore it. The thing is, there might be other epic loot in here that we're only going to find if I go through the effort of exploring. Oh, hello. See, now, sometimes you get that 3x damage. I'm wondering if it matters where you shoot them at, right? Like, maybe if you aim for the heads, that's how you get the big damage. So this is going to take me to the Fangs of the Serpent, which is not the direction we want to be going in, from the looks of things. But also, I don't know for sure. Let's see. Well, kind of. I mean, I still got the red mark ahead of me that we're trying to get to. I don't know why you would call this the Fangs of the Serpent, necessarily. Oh, that didn't damage you at all, did it? I think this guy actually managed to catch an arrow in his shield, like he knows what he's doing. How come holding down Shift doesn't allow me to get all of the arrows when I click on them? Shouldn't that be the purpose of Shift? There are traps in the walls, in case you were wondering. Well, we've triggered this trap already. It can go multiple times, is what we're learning right now. That's good. That's fantastic. Quick inspection of the wall will reveal whether or not there are traps. This has got to be the correct direction, because we've just found whatever this is. Turn the handle. Just assuming there's going to be something waiting for us. And no. I see the guys to either side. Let's go! Watch that again, watch that again, watch that. Hold on, this guy we might actually... We might hit this pillar. No! Oh, but we didn't one-shot him, unfortunately. Does this one know we're here? Nope. Does this one know we're here? He definitely knows he got shot. He did not know where from, though, bless his soul. There's so many of them. I gotta tell you, man, if I was an Akaviri soldier and I died up here in this Serpent's Pass, I would not be, like, lingering around in my skeleton to help protect an abandoned fortress. You know, I think I'd rather just go on. Is that how it works? Are these... Okay. How do you reckon it works? Do you think that when you die as an Akaviri soldier, it's your spirit that lingers behind to possess your body so that you can protect this place? Or is it more so the case that your body, like your spirit moves on, but your corpse itself is reanimated to continue protecting by someone else? And therefore it's not actually you who's doing all the effort. I don't know. I have no idea. This is where we want to be going, though. This is where we want to be. We're going to have to make our way back out of... Uh-oh. We're going to do a quick save. Well, it actually did an autosave. I didn't need to quick save. I guess the question is, do we need to fight this guy, or do we need to talk to him? Let's just go try talking to him. Yeah.
You have made a long and perilous journey.
He's just a guy.
But there is no time to rest. The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies have dwindled. We have awaited your arrival. Tell us, what news do you bring from Akavir?
We do have that stone... Yeah, we got this. I'm from the army of Raymond. I'm here for the Mad Stone. Here are your orders. We have the orders we found in the cave earlier.
Your mission is complete, and you have my thanks. Now we may rest. Long live the Akavir.
I feel like we could have probably killed him if we wanted to. After seeing the orders, the Akaviri commander vanished. The ruins are now silent and at peace. After so many years, the Akaviri final mission has been completed. I should proceed ahead and search for the Mad Stone. Well, that's nice. I was just going to start shooting him from a distance, and I'm glad that I didn't. Because it probably would have been in a fight with a ghost that we couldn't have won. then that would have been unfortunate. What have we got around here? What do you reckon we're going to find? We've got some dwarven arrows, some gold, some ectoplasm. We do not have a lockpick. That is going to be the Draconian Madstone. I've obtained the Draconian Madstone. I should now make the long journey back to the Countess Carvane in Bruma. We could do that. We could do that for sure. Again, I really wish I had lockpicks, because I bet there's good stuff in these boxes that we're just never going to get. We could always come back up here. We can fast travel, in fact, once we get some lockpicks, if we wanted to in the future. That is an option available to us that we could proceed to do. But is it going to like take me on a shortcut out of here? Okay, now where does this go, though? That takes us back to the Fangs of the Serpent. And this leads us back here. A path that we never really even tried to follow, I don't think, because we kind of just went our own way. But it looks like this is the way out up ahead. It did say that this place went silent, so I'm assuming that there's not going to be any more guys around here. Is there any reason not to open these doors? I don't know if there will be any benefit for that in the future. Again, if we ever decide to come back here, hopefully with lockpicks. Maybe it'll be nice to have these doors open. I imagine these were probably full of baddies. Or if we had managed to actually... Maybe we ought not charge ahead recklessly, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that was a mistake on my part. If we had bothered to explore the rest of this place, we probably would have had to fight them all, but that's okay. We're just going to head out. We're going to leave right now, okay? We don't want to be here anymore. Also, look at that. We just got a super chat from Patrick Pajalik. Thank you so much. Let's go. That should have made something pop up on the screen. That is the let's do it again. Thank you so much. I want to know why that isn't working over here on those things supposed to pop up and make noise, and it's not working. I have no idea. I'm going to have to like go in and redo all of these, I guess, because we are using notifications that I set up a long time ago, and maybe they just don't work anymore. I guess that's possible. Man, they're not even showing up on here. I wonder if I have to like reauthorize or something like that, you know? Oh, hold on. No, turn YouTube back on. Yeah, they're just not showing up. Why? Clear all. YouTube. Howdy Folks, Let's Play. Well, yeah. I'm in actually the activity feed. Doesn't show anything. It's only showing like subscriptions. It's not showing super chats or anything. Well, I saw it, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was actually a little while ago too. I don't know why I just now saw it, but I thank you. Hopefully you're still in the chat and you're watching. I do see it now. I'm very grateful. I'm just gonna have to take like after this stream. I'm gonna have to take some time to figure out why it's not showing up in the activity feed. I'm using Stream Elements. It's not in the activity feed, and it didn't trigger any sort of thing on the screen. So I don't know if I have to like sign out and back in and then reauthorize it to like view my information or something. I guess that's possible, but it's just not working. Let's go again though. Big shout out and a big thank you to Patrick Pajalik for your support. I appreciate it. I'm still I'm flustered that it's not working. And I'm sorry that you didn't get a big splash up on the screen. I was going to try to replay it if I could. Because normally, like in the past when it hasn't worked, it at least comes up in the elements. And it gives me the option to hit a replay. But let's not bother with walking all the way back. Because we've seen all of this. We've gone the trail. We've seen the Serpent's Trail. Let's just head back to Castle Bruma. It's going to take a little while. It looked like it took a whole hour from the looks of things to walk all the way back there in game time. But, you know, we've managed to do it just fine. Let's head inside. It feels later than an hour has passed. Maybe I misunderstood what it said on the screen there. Hello! Wait.
Have you recovered the
I
master?
have! Yes, I have!
I never thought it possible. I mean,
These are the crazy eyes right here.
But to actually hold it in my hands. Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined it. Congratulations. I had a feeling you were the right person for the job. And it seems I owe you a reward. This Akaviri ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility and resistance to harmful magic.
That's helpful.
It's known as the Ring of the Viper Eye. I hope it serves you well in your future journeys.
Thank you so much. Can I buy a house in town?
Some words should be shared only by friends.
Okay, Pale Pass?
With the information you have given me about Pale Pass, it could take scholars many years to amend the history books.
Okay. Chancellor Akato? Who was that?
He served Emperor Uriel for many years, and so far he has done well in an impossible situation.
Draconian Madstone?
The Madstone is finally mine. It's the pinnacle of my collection. Many thanks to you again.
Of course, yes. Gerunder?
Honora and Gerunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery.
Oh my gosh,
He was
really?
going to skip town on Honora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all, poor thing.
But you're saying the money is stashed somewhere. Two sides of the coin. I'm just asking questions. We're getting information here.
Some see only the conflicts between northern and southern cultures, but I see the way they are stronger when woven together.
Okay. I think that's all the conversation we can have with you.
May luck be always on your side.
Thank you. I think if we do more around town, we can eventually convince her to sell us a house here in Bruma. If we want a house here in Bruma. I don't know how badly that's a thing that we want, to be honest with you. Not sure how that sort of helps us in any kind of way. If we have a look at our available quests now, though, two sides of the coin. I've heard that Arnora, or Aurea, of Bruma is looking for some help recovering some money that was stolen from her. I should make my way to her house and see if I can help. We should do that, but not first. First, we're going to head back up to Cloud Ruler Temple, and I'll explain why once we get up there. We're going to go check the contents of a chest where we left some things and see if those things are still in that chest. And if they are, I'm leaving some books there, and hopefully they stay there forever. Like, I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know how the mechanics of the game operate, but if objects stay in chests you put them in...
Yes?
No, nothing, Joffrey. I have no interest in talking to you right now. You're a nuisance anyway. He's probably just going to go tell me to talk to people and go get myself killed by ghosts. Here we are. I was going to say we could also sleep real quick if we wanted to. We want to head upstairs to whoever's bedroom this is.
Ma'am?
Howdy. Check the drawers. The silver dagger is still in there. I'm going to very quickly look up. Let's see. Oblivion Remastered. Can I store things in, let's just say, drawers permanently? Yes, in Oblivion Remastered, you can store items permanently in drawers and chests within your own owned house. Ooh. Okay. Items stored in these locations will not despawn or be lost. If you need immediate storage, you can find a safe storage option early in the game by completing the quest Elswell, which provides a bed and a drawer. There's a safe chest at the end of the sewers quest. And you can use Joffrey's chest at Waynon Prior, which is known as a safe location according to a Reddit post. Let's go to that Reddit post. The best guaranteed safe storage is open-topped grain sacks, which are just what they sound like. The sacks that stand upright with open tops. There are a lot of them around. Most convenient ones are a group of 3 of them in the open of Slash and Smash in the Imperial City Market District. Really? Really? That's weird. Barrels with 2 torches only. Dead bodies already in the dungeon. Clamshells. All sacks in the abandoned shack waterfront district, but not the 2 barrels. The stump behind Rinder's... This is so weird. Collect and sell blue stones, white stones, blah, 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 blah. Sell potions. Go upstairs in the shops when the shopkeepers are downstairs. Steal their stuff. Oh, this is for, like, making money, I guess? No, hold on. I want to store items, though. Oblivion Remastered. Safe storage. Okay. The first place most players might think to permanently store items in Oblivion Remastered is a house. You can buy a house in most major cities. You can buy one in the Imperial... Okay, you can buy the Imperial House, a shack in the Waterfront District. Okay. We have to purchase storage upgrades. Oh my goodness. Joffrey's Chest and Waynon Priory is the one that's recommended. I'm gonna leave everything here because I don't really need it all that badly. What is this? Oh. Okay. We're gonna go to Waynon Priory, and we're gonna store some stuff there that we don't really want to get rid of, but that we don't strictly need either. I've got to remember where Waynon Priory is. Fort Ash, Coral. Where was Waynon Priory? The Gate to Oblivion near Kvatch. It was like the first place we went when we got out of the gate, when we left the city, and I've already forgotten where it was. Wasn't that like over here somewhere? Near Coral? Am I off base on that? Waynon Priory, right there. You can't fast travel from inside. That's right. Okay, well that's fine. We're going to go downstairs and take a nap anyway, so that we can level up. Sleep for about 10 hours or so ought to be good. Ugh. While that happens, I'm going to check something on Stream Elements real quick. This is going to consume my mind until I figure it out. I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in. YouTube. I'm going to pick the LP account, right? It just shows subscriptions. Why is it not showing super chats? What the heck? Alright, I'll figure it out later. I can just, you know, anytime one comes through. I'll have to pay more attention though, because Patrick Pajalix was on there for a while before I realized it. Okay. Luck. And then I think we said we wanted to boost one of these a little bit more earlier, and we didn't quite manage it. What one was it? Yeah, how much people like us, I think we want to boost a bit. As well as how good we are with the bow. Okay, that's good for now.
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, everybody. Great to see you. I'm not sure what we're going to pursue next. We've got a ton of different options. I'm not sure which one is going to be the one we go with, whether or not we want to do this Bruma quest, but we are going to go to Waynon Priory. I know that for sure. If this is truly a long-term safe chest. Let me check and see. Let's see. One of the best ways to store items in Oblivion Remastered. Take advantage of an early chest next to Joffrey's desk at Waynon Priory. Bring the Amulet of Kings to Joffrey. Ask him for assistance. He will get up and unlock the storage chest, which contains a variety of items that would be useful for getting your adventure started. I didn't even think about doing that. Hello, Paint Horse. How are you? It did not occur... The bodies are still here. That's great. Bro, no, Prior Maberol! It's his horse we've been riding around. Oh, that's grim. That's deeply grim. So what if he hasn't unlocked the chest for us? Apparently it's full of useful items for our adventure. If I neglected to ask for that, is it just locked still? Joffrey's chest. No, it's not. It's full of stuff. It's actually full of... He's got a steel bow! We could have had a steel bow this whole time? Why did I not check the chest of useful objects? Okay, that's fine. No, it's okay. We are going to store inside of here. I don't know if it has a limit on how much it can store, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of our heaviest objects, right? We don't need to carry around these books anymore, but I feel like I need to hold on to them. Sacred Witness, Akaviri Diary Translation. We're putting all that inside of here. And then I'll tell you what else. Worn Faded Note. Do I need Gerald's orders? I don't think so. I think we've completed that quest. We're pretty much good to go there. I probably don't need all these keys. I feel like it's got to be a different one each time, right? They're not going to be the same key every time. I'm going to hold on to them for now just in case I'm wrong. We don't need Jarl's key anymore. They don't weigh anything. It doesn't. We just hold on to them because it doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't matter. Real quick though, Silver Bows does 9 damage, or has 9 swords, whatever that means. As is the Steel Bow, but the Steel Bow is lighter than the Silver Bow. Ooh, I bet you the Silver Bow could probably be enchanted more, but I'm going to actually trade in my backup silver, and we'll take the steel bow as a backup instead, because it's a couple pounds lighter. I'm also going to store... We've got plenty of iron arrows, so we don't need the Dremora field arrows. They're basically the same. We'll store those. Silver arrows are basically the same as steel, and we have plenty of steel. The dwarven arrows are really good. I want to hold on to them in case we ever like come across a situation where we desperately need them. And then we'll store the troll fat. We're going to get rid of all these poisons, because I don't know what to do with all of them. As well as this rat meat that we've got an abundance of. Every kind of ingredient. Save for the Nern root, because we've got a quest involving that. And we might want to have it on us if we decide to go do that quest. Get rid of everything else. All these weak potions and everything we'll hold on to. Cheese bread we'll keep. We like cheese bread. Cheese bread's great. So I'll be curious to see how much we weigh after this. I don't know what to do with all these sigil stones. They all weigh a pound each. And have no value. So we'll get rid of them and the wolf pelt. Silver nuggets we might want to use at some point. Akaviri fort key. I mean, we might need it. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and see what our weight's looking at now that we've done all of that. Oh yeah, 216 or 116 out of 210. Looking much better. Hopefully those items stay in there. We can fast travel back here at any point in the future. Should be all right. And then while I'm thinking about it, our silver bow has taken a beating. Let's see. Sounds like we just leveled up. Let's go. Okay. Only an apprentice armorer can do that. Yeah. We're not there yet. But our armor, it has increased to 14. And I don't know how far we've got to go until we like get out of apprentice status. Or get to apprentice status. That would be nice. But we just got to be aggressive about repairing armor, I guess. Even if we pick up armor that's maybe broken, maybe we can repair it. But I think for right now, we're going to go ahead and call it. This has been a really good stream. We rescued the town of Bruma from certain destruction at the hands of an Oblivion Gate. You know, we got a super chat from Patrick Pajalik. I'm going to keep doing that because I still feel bad the notifications didn't work and I missed it, but thank you. And we managed to track down some ancient Akaviri artifacts. Overall, pretty productive stream, I think. But we'll come back and play some more, hopefully tomorrow evening. Maybe folks will be able to tune into that. Until then, thank you all for watching. God bless y'all. I'll see you later. Goodbye.